No, I don't care how you find out. I just want to find out now, goddammit! Welcome to my world. I'm investigating. What am I investigating, you ask? What the fuck is an Alex Kidd? I've heard stories over the years of another mascot for Sega that wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog. But surely that's like saying Mario without Nintendo or Sony without being boring? So, I set off to investigate this mystery once and for all. Alex Kidd was a video game character from the mid-80s. He's one of Sega's old mascots, replacing Opa Opa from the Fantasy Zone games. He was a boy named Alex, and he featured in 7 games since his creation. He was Sega's mascot until the old blue blur came along and left him in the dust. He first appeared in 1986's Alex Kidd in Miracle World. He would later get an arcade game called Alex Kidd: The Lost Stars. This would later release on the Master System. In fact, Alex Kidd would receive a new game every year from his creation until 1990, when he would suddenly stop releasing games for any console or any arcades. The series would lie dormant until 2021, when Sega would release a DX version of his game, The Miracle Kingdom, on all modern platforms. So let's look through his short game catalogue and see why Alex Kidd fell off as the top dog of Sega into a forgotten piece of history. Starting at the start, Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I don't know what to say, to be honest. I mean, it's fun, and it's your typical Gen 3 game. Plop you in the middle of nowhere and go. To be fair, the game was reviewed highly at the time, and even later on in the 2000s. But to me, the game's just your typical platformer type deal. It's not bad by any stretch of the word, but, it's enjoyable. And the 17 stages do give something to be had, but I don't know, really, it's not my cup of tea. Next up is Alex Kidd: The Lost Stars, where in this game, Alex is searching for zodiac signs. Yeah. And some balls named Miracle Balls. I used to have some of those. The thing is, despite the plot being weird, the game is still fun. The game released on the arcade first, but then it had a release on the Master System a few years later. The game was received quite well, but not as well as the original. And I mean, fair enough really. Not much to say other than it's kind of fun. The next game, Alex Kidd High Tech World, is a weird one. You know how when Mario 2 was meant to be released in the West, they just slapped Mario onto an already made game, Doki Doki Panic? Well, the same happened here, and this game was never actually an Alex Kidd game in Japan for whatever reason. The plot features Alex trying to get to an arcade, but the map's been ripped into 8 pieces, and he has to find them and get them to an arcade. The reviews at the time were mixed, to say the least, with the reviews basically saying that I had nothing to offer other than what the original Alex Kidd already offered for you. The second last release game was released on the Mega Drive, and it was called Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. I used to play this on the old Sega Mega Drive plug-and-play console that I used to have, and to be honest, I don't think it's that good. In fact, I say this because I could never figure out what to do. I mean, I tried a few times, but I could never really get past the first screen, so I never played it, and then it broke. The plot was about Alex going around the planet Paper Rock. Oh yeah, by the way, the series has a lot of rock, paper, scissors going on for it. So he's going around the planet, and he has to find his long-lost father, King 4. The game was received quite poorly, and the game would be called such things as not very fun and random, due to the boss fights basically just being rock, paper, scissors. So it seems the writing was on the wall for old Alex Kidd. But could the final game be his redemption, or is it just too little too late? Let's find out. The final game was called Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. The game was a parody of another Sega game at the time called Shinobi, where Alex Kidd would be inside the Shinobi world. I've never played Shinobi before, but it certainly has a lot more games released since 1990 than Alex Kidd has. The weird thing about this game is that it's actually good. I mean, I'm sure if I played Shinobi I'd enjoy it even more, but it's definitely an improvement over the last game. I mean, it's no masterpiece, but it is a fun time. This was seen with reviews saying that it was pretty highly received at the time, and praised for combining the two series. However, some reviewers would say that it was too easy and the boss fights were a bit too obvious. That aside, the game was good, so it's strange that after this, Sega would never release another Alex Kidd game again. I mean, there was a remake, but I've never played it. But to be honest, it does look quite cool. I mean, Yeah, I know they wanted Sonic, but why would you replace Alex Kidd? Like, get rid of him completely. I know he had 1 or 2 bad games, but Sonic's had like 40 bad games and he's still going today. So I don't understand, why would you get rid of a character like that? Like, it's just a waste to me, really. I mean, I'm sure the reason is he just isn't cool. I mean, look at the kid. He looks like he's gonna tell me that he got a 98 on a test and he's really upset about that, while I look over at my test and reveal that I've got a 47 and I think I've done really well. The issue is, he just isn't cool, like, at all. So I understand why they got rid of him, but at the same time, surely they could have, like, I don't know, given him like a revival in the 90s or 2000s. But no, they just opted to just never really do anything new with him again. And I think that's a bit of a shame. And because Alex Kidd will now just be remembered as that one kid that got replaced by Sonic in the 90s. Oh well. Do you know, I do wonder, what would have happened if Alex Kidd had never been replaced? Welcome to my world. Fuck Alex Kidd. His latest game is so buggy. Like, when will Sega just bring back one of their old mascots, like Opa Opa, god damn it.